So hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and the Endo treasure missions have finally arrived and I'm excited because it is pretty awesome. Now the Endo treasures aren't the only thing that came in with this update. So first of all, we have a new operator suit called the Manduka operator suit, and it looks rather nice, doesn't it? And resources on top of dropping from enemies, containers and lockers will now spawn in the world as well. And they are rather plentiful, I might add. You will find these all over the place, especially if you know the little nooks and crannies of the tile sets, because they really like to spawn in the small hidden rooms. And this goes for all the resources, so when you're running around in the void, you may find an argon cluster, and if you break it, it will give you an argon crystal, which is rather nice. And this is really awesome because it rewards people that know the tile sets and people that are willing to explore. Now the biggest thing, as I've said already, are the Endo treasures. These treasures promote exploration heavily because the only way to get these treasures is by exploring the different tile sets. So this new system introduces two new types of items: sculptures and stars. Now if you get some of these items, you can just take them to Maru's Bazaar, and for a couple of credits the lady at the front will squeeze some Endo from them. Now don't be alarmed if you can't find the lady right away, because she's usually surrounded by a ton of people. She's right here, okay? However, this will only give you a little bit of Endo. What you ultimately want to do is go to your landing craft, go to your mod segment and socket the stars into the sculptures. So until there, click on the new Ayatan sculptures icon, select one of the sculptures that you've picked up, and then click on the empty sockets to put in the stars. As you can see, the price of this sculpture is now 300 Endo, but if I socket in one star, it will jump up to 667 Endo. If I put in another star, it will jump up once again to 1050 Endo, and if I put in the final third star, it will go all the way up to 1500 Endo. And I think this is one of the cheapest sculptures you can get. There are multiple different sculptures and each one will give you different amounts of Endo if you complete it or just sell it on its own. Now I'm not sure that the stars actually drop from enemies because I got all the stars from either lockers or containers. So even if they do drop from enemies, it is much better if you run around to break all the containers and you open up all the lockers. And it doesn't matter which planet you are on, because I got a couple of them on Ceres, I got one on Earth, and I even got them in the Void. However, I would still recommend farming them in the Void because the Void tile set has the highest density of the lockers and containers out of all the different tile sets. So you're far more likely to get the stars. However, the first thing you should always do is to go to Maru's Bazaar and talk to the Maru Bazaar lady. So if you talk to the Bazaar lady, the bottom option will be I'm looking for Ayatan treasures. This will trigger a mission where the objective is to get one of the sculptures. Now the sculpture is always at the end of one of the treasure rooms, so the rooms that are timed and have jumping puzzles and stuff like that. Once you get to the end, there will be a sculpture, you pick it up and you extract. Now all of these rooms are timed, so you have to get in there in time, otherwise you just failed the mission and you just wasted a hell of a lot of time. So please be careful. But anyway, you pick up the sculpture, you extract and you're done. Now this is supposed to be a weekly mission, so you're only supposed to be able to do it once a week. But right now you can do it over and over and over again. But when I finished the mission for the second time, I didn't get the sculpture or any of the stars that I've picked up, so it may be a little bit broken at the moment. Now, even though you can only do the mission once a week, you can still find more sculptures by simply playing the game, because sometimes you will find a sculpture just lying around tucked away in the corner, just like the medallions in Syndicate missions. Now, in the previous video, which I now took down, I said that you can only get them in the Void, but that is not true, and someone swiftly corrected me because you can find them in pretty much every tile set. And overall, I really like the system. The acquisition promotes exploration, and the awesome thing about the system is that the sculptures are tradable, so we can finally trade Endo between each other. Now there were a few more things added and changed with this update, like Void is now eligible for alerts, and some of these alerts may reward Void traces, which is really nice. That's an awesome change, DE. But the thing I want to talk about before I end this video is an email that I received from Drew, or DE Drew, I suppose. Because he did say, and I'm gonna read this, please feel free to share this info publicly. So the email has 5 non-spoilerish points about the War Within. So point number 1, you probably want to customize your Warframe for the quest, like in the second dream. Point number 2, you would definitely want to customize your operator for the quest. Point number 3, the amount of operator dialogue is crazy compared to what we've done before. Point number 4, if it wasn't obvious from the 2 previous points, your operator will play a massive primary role in this quest. And point number 5, the War Within will automatically unlock at Mastery Rank 5 if the second dream is complete. This means on login, if you followed all the above steps, you will be entering the War Within right when the update drops. So there you go, a little bit of information about the War Within. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.